So it's firing up. The first thing it's going to do is just negotiate the engine. And then it's going to look and see what size it should be. Notice how it resized itself, okay?
Mm.
Now, after it's running for a minute, let's just get it negotiated. If it's the wrong size for what you have, then all you have to do is hit the plus key. Watch, see how the screen just shrunk? Go back. I hit the plus key. That a screen shrunk right here?
Mm.
So it's like the whole screen's not filled, right?
Mm-hmm.
So now if I hit the R key for going right, it'll start to move over. If I hold the shift R to go over real quick. So this is and if I hit the left key, it'll back up to the left. So this is how you can tune the screen to fit. And I can go up and down. So I can go up to shrink it. I can go down to grow it. Okay, see how it's growing?
Which key? Which key?
Like it's literally right, left, up and down. It's like the 3 keys for movement.
Okay.
Move right, move left, that kind of stuff. Now, if you just hit the R, L, U, or D, that's lowercase, it moves only 1 pixel. If you hold the shift key in, it's going to jump bigger pixels, to speed up the time of movement. All right, let me, by hitting the H key, it shows you the, I don't know if you see this or not. I'll wait till you're looking. If I hit the H key, you'll see there's all these words at the bottom. And every 15 seconds it's going to go away. You hit H. See, it shows you the display size that you need for your system. Right now it says display is 1477 by 712. That means that's that big version. And the sponsor side, it gives you that pixel size. That's the actual size that it's been tuned to this screen. If I hit H again, you'll see at the very bottom, it's got all these little words at the bottom. That's a lot of stuff about your machine, like what machine it is, what version of software it is. It just says all these different things, okay?
So the H key, right?
Yeah, just the letter H, okay?
Okay.
Now, what I was telling you about, when you size the screen like this, to lock the size in, you press the S key. Notice that comes up? That S is for saving. I have this on the web too. And you just hit OK. Now, from this time forward, it'll always come up exactly correct. You do this whenever you change a monitor out, because monitors, TVs and whatever, Windows negotiates its size. So instead of me trying to give you like a specific size, I'll let you tune it to the actual television that you buy. You get it? From this point forward, it's going to save this forever. It'll never change until you do that over again. Okay? Now, another thing while we're waiting for the other people, notice over this left side right here, right in this bottom corner, you'll see a little star come up, asterisk come up every now and then. Watch. It'll come up in a minute. Like every 15 seconds or something. Maybe every 30 seconds. All right, nothing yet. Nothing yet. I think it's every 30 seconds. I don't see it. There it is. See right there? Little red asterisk.
Okay, okay.
All right. What that is a heartbeat. It's literally looking at the server for commands that are live commands. All right. Now I'm going to show you something. Right now, it's just that running like a normal thing. You got some ads in here. You got some ads over there. You got the sponsor by here, whatever, and you got the time. You have the ability to play music and stuff like that from Shoutcast, which means that you don't have to pay for ASCAP. But let me show you. I'm going to minimize. I'm going to get out of this. I'm going to change my screen if I can while this is still running. And let me see how I can do it. Let me see here. Okay. All right. So now I can get in here. I need to go to the desktop. There we go. This software is what you'd really run. This is when you're going to load on your desktop. This software allows you to control up to 99 systems out here in a real-time fashion, okay?
So desktop at home?
Yeah, this will be at your home computer. The software I'm moving around right here. Now, the way you first do it, you go to File and log in, and I'll give you your login, which this one is mine. It's the network name. Your network name, I think, is Kiz Media US.
Okay.
It's literally that That's your network.
Mm-hmm.
Once you log into your network, you pick the machine. This machine I know is number 5. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Now what I'm going to sync to the machine. It's just going to show me a list of ads. They're not really there. It's just going to be show me what's there. If I click it, notice it logs in. It shows me a list of ads. Now normally I could click on these, but I haven't really pulled the ads down. If I go over here and sync ads now, it's going to actually pull the ads down to me so I can actually look at them locally. All right, notice how they're coming to me right now because they're a little slower. Now, if I literally click on an ad, I can literally see what the ads are going to look like out in the real world. Okay, even the small ones. You see that? But now that I'm sunk to a machine, I can see other things like the software version right here. When it last logged in, which it checked for an hour. So every hour is supposed to check in. If this is blue, then it's checking in. Everything's fine. You know what I mean? Because sometimes the machine might not be checking in. Like the internet might be off. So this will turn red right here. Okay. This stuff I put in because I had a long time ago. People can use it today, but doesn't mean anything if you don't use it. And what that means is, if you name an ad, see all these names of the ads like frog ad, blah, 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 blah. Well, all these little characters you can put on here, they're called prefixes. If it had an A underscore, then it would be counted as a ad that has the A underscore. It doesn't mean anything at the moment because it used to mean something back in the days. I use these little things as counters for things that are not real ads. Like for instance, if I put an N underscore, I know that's a nonprofit ad I'm doing for the church or something. I'm not getting paid for. Okay. This P I put in for PSAs. This V I put in for videos. The S I put in for I think S is for like streaming television stuff. And T is for temporary stuff. Now back in the days we used to use that for that. I left them in there so that you can use them for your client. Let's say you've got a client that you say, look, some of these ads I use just for marketing and we're not getting paid for them, so I don't want to share any commission with you because there's no money getting paid. So what happens is when these ads come up, they'll put a little A or a little whatever right in this corner so that your location knows that when that ad comes up and has that little letter over here, that's not a paid ad. Because the first thing they'll do is count up ads and say, hey, you owe me so much money if you're doing this commission deal, right? Some people don't do a commission deal, so it doesn't matter, right? All right, so that's what these are. And what it'll do, it will count these as non-standard ads, so they won't come in the list. Okay? And this just counts up how many ads you have that do not have these special characters on them.
That's good.
All right, so that's that. The other thing, to change what's here, you just double-click this right here. You double-click that, and you can change what's showing up here. Okay? Same with down here. You double-click that, you change what's showing up here. I'm adding to the software later the fact that you can change the color of the fonts and the color of the background, all that stuff. I haven't done it yet, but these things are in here to do that. They don't do anything right at the moment. All right, moving over a little bit. This right here, the new version of this software will not have all these different resolutions. Oh, here comes somebody. All right. All it's going to have in it is just these top two. The system will default to 1024 by 768 if you do not make a change. All right, hold on. Somebody's coming in right quick. And I'm going to have to start over, okay? All right, so let me minimize this. Hello, Spain.
Oh, sorry, I'm Sarah.
Hi, Sarah. All right, I was just going on because we didn't know if anybody was coming or going to come in yet or not. But I'm going to start up from the beginning, all right?
Okay, thank you.
All right, so I'm going to kill this. Okay. All right, so let's get started. There's 2 more people, but I don't know where they are, but this is being recorded anyway.
Okay.
So I'll go back and edit, chop it up, and then I'll let them see the recording. So when you first get your machine, and I'm saying like the ad service, which you already got, I think you all got 3 of them. Did you ever send back my little keyboard thing back?
I did. We sent it back yesterday.
Okay, cool. Because I had to go buy another keyboard because I have more to work on.
Oh.
Now I'll just have 2. So anyway, when you first get your machine, it's going to fire up all by itself. All right. But the first thing you want to do is put your keyboard dongle in there. And when it starts to go up, you're going to have to connect it to the internet. Okay.
Okay.
I know it's dark over here. I don't know why. But anyway, I think my light's starting to go down. But you don't need to see me anyway. I don't mean nothing. So the first thing you do when you put that keyboard in place is, you hit this little thing right here. See this bottom corner where it has the little Wi-Fi stuff? Well, you got to do it like you do your laptop or whatever, connect it to your Wi-Fi. And then once you do it at the location, you have to do that. You got to connect it to their Wi-Fi. Now, let me tell you the only bad thing about it is that locations have a bad problem of changing their Wi-Fi all the damn time. So what I do a lot of times is I'll take my own little router that are like $30 for a router, and I will throw it over there and put it on their network and leave it just for me. That way they can change their little network all they want to it. I'm connected directly into their LAN, so my password will always be the same.
Okay.
Okay. Now I'm going to be selling a new version of that thing that you got with a little LAN connection on the back. So you won't have to worry about that if you ever want to do that. Okay.
Okay.
All right. So let's say that you just started your software up. So I'm going to start my software up also. I'm going to do it this way, but don't do it this way. You're going to have two icons on your screen. One's going to say this auto start thing. Only run that one when you want to update the software. Okay. So you don't have to do this. Your system's going to come up by itself. But if you happen to turn it off, you can refire the software with two little icons that'll be on the screen. That's one of them. The other one says live system or something. You want to run the live system one. That way it won't go and try to update the software on you.
Okay.
So right now we're loading up. And the first thing it's going to do is try to negotiate the size of your screen. Okay. And I'm going to make it so that it doesn't. Let's say it came up like this. Okay. So what you want to do with that keyboard in place is hit the plus key. All right, if you hit the plus key, it'll look like that. It'll go small like that, or it'll already be small. So now you want to be able to stretch it right, and you want to stretch it down. So the R key, the letter R, will allow you to stretch it right. If you hold it in with the lowercase, it'll move only 1 pixel to the right. If you hold it a shift R to make it a capital R, it'll jump. See that?
Okay.
And once you get close, you go back to the lowercase and then get yourself real close to like make it almost perfect to your screen. The reason why I added this is because if you change screens, the Windows always makes a different size. It's like it doesn't know the difference. So this allows you to lock it in for the specific TV that you buy. So now that I'm too high, I'm going to use the D key to go down. And if I hold, and I have this on the web too, so I have it worded out. So I hold the shift key to jump down pretty far. All right. And the way you know you're at the bottom is if you press the H key, that's a key just for you guys. Just test your system out for all the little things that's in it. Like I'm gonna hit H, you go back up a little bit. The U key will bring you back up. If I hit the H key for 15 seconds, you're gonna get this line of code at the bottom. It's got all kind of stuff. It tells you like what server you're using. Like each machine has its own number, like 1 through 99. So you hit it again, you'll see the server, you'll see the version of the software. You'll see the next time it's getting ready to go to check for updates on new ads. You'll see the ad that is actually displaying right now. You'll see, let me see. You'll see if it's activated or not, because every year is a $100 charge to be still in the program. I forget a lot of times for the machines to be deactivated. So you'll probably do it and I'll never even know. But if it is deactivated, it'll say it's deactivated, even though it won't stop your system from running. Because you don't want your people in the city to know, in the streets to know there's something wrong with the machine. So it'll just keep running what's there, but you won't be able to update it. Okay. Let me hit H again. You'll see it shows the display sizes. See up here, it says display size 1477 by 732, whatever it is. That's giving you the size of the big ad, and it's also giving you the size of the small ad on the right side. Okay. And down in the very bottom, it shows you the same thing, real down here, like 14, whatever. It's like really little. Now, this system also has the ability to run off of a hard drive or a little thumb drive, just in case you don't have internet. I have people that have these inside of buses and and trolley cars and trains and all that kind of stuff where they don't have internet. If that's true, and you put your ads on one of those little guys, then when you hit H, it says right there, D drive equal true. But right now it's saying D drive equals false. So it looks for that drive, like where you put the keyboard dongle. If you put a little drive in there with the right setup, it'll run the ads off of that without looking for the internet at all. Okay. And then you have to come back once a month or whatever, put a new one in, to update your ads. Hit H again. Now the new stuff, which you guys don't have yet, it says IR temp. I've now programmed it so it can read my new hardware that I just developed that can read the fever of a person from 3 feet away, their temperature. I'm doing this for the COVID-19 business, you know what I mean? And nobody has it yet, in here, but I wrote the software, I did the hardware. I'm waiting for my little thermal sensors right now. I'll be able to sell that later. But if it doesn't see one, notice it's working without it. If it doesn't see that connected in there, it will not display any temperature. What it does, if it was connected, is as people walk up to, this is my hand sanitizer unit, basically. People walk up to the display and there's hand sanitizer underneath of it. It's shooting them right in the chest. You know what I mean? Like probably 10 times checking their temperature. Okay. Now look, if they have a big old giant overcoat on, well, it's going to check the temperature of their overcoat, right? So they could be burning up and nobody would know the difference. But if they're normal, it's going to check their temperature. And what I do is this: if they are over 38 degrees C, or in this case 100 degrees, then the system's going to put up a little warning that says you're something. I haven't figured out what it's going to say yet. It's going to say you're hot, not hot, but you look hot. I don't know what it's going to say, but it's going to come up and say like your temperature's above normal. Go to the reception, whatever, and have yourself checked. And they should have one of those little guns that that can literally give them checked. The reason why I did that is because it allows people to go through the system pretty quick. It gives them a sense of security of temperature, basically what it's doing. Okay. Anyway, if it's not there, it won't see it at all. It's not checking temperature. It'll just be a normal machine. Okay. Now, what I was showing him also, see this left corner right here? There's a little asterisk that shows up every 30 or 40 seconds. Okay. It just went off when I just said that, but believe me, it happens. That little asterisk comes up and it's like a heartbeat. It's actually checking to see if there's any live commands being told to this machine. Even though it runs asynchronous to the system, you can literally take control over this in live fashion. Oh. And I did that so that you can take the machine and send a live video to this thing whenever you want to do it. Let's say you got 100 of these things out in the world, right? There it is. See the little star? Yes. All right, it came up. Let's say you got 100 of these things out in the world and you want to say, look, hey, I got this thing I got to show right now. Or you can show a full movie if you want. I mean, you're literally a movie if you want. I mean, it really doesn't matter. There's no time limit. So let's say you got like 20 of these things out and you got to get this message out. All right. Like Barack Obama's coming to town, that kind of shit. That was what everybody might do, right? Then you can send a YouTube video down to, or whatever video you want, actually, and boom, when it reaches it, it'll go live. Cool. And when you stop going live, it'll go right back to being a billboard all by itself. Okay, and I'm gonna show you that happening. So I'm gonna try to get into the system without knocking this out. All right, this software. All right. This is the software you install on whatever machine you're going to use at home to control your network. Okay, so you have a laptop at home or whatever. You download this software, and this allows you to control this machine. The first thing you're going to do is go to File and log into your network. Your network, Sarah, is actually Sarah. I think it is. So I'm going to just say master. That's mine. All right, and this is my 5th machine. This is my laptop. Is number 5. So I'm going to go down here where it says, this has this little arrow here. I'm going to link up to number 5. And then I'm going to sync to it. I can either sync the ads, which means they'll pull real ads in where I can play with them. Or I'm just going to sync the machine without pulling ads. It'll just show me a list of ads that are in my machine. I'm going to list it. All right, so it pulls them up real quick, you notice, okay? If I sync ads for real, it's going to take a while to download them. So you download them a little bit slower because it's really literally downloading them locally now. The reason why this is a good thing to do is because when you click on them, you can literally see what they're going to look like right in
Oh,
this software. If they don't show up here, they ain't showing up out there.
okay.
The other thing you want to notice is, notice these have lowercase JPEGs. All your ads in this big area right here are lowercase JPEGs. I do that on purpose because in a uppercase JPEG, that's actually a JPEG 2000. People can put code in those, and it literally can hack your machine. These lower JPEGs cannot hold code, so that's the format for these images. Notice also that it says what the resolution is. I notice I got to change this right here all of a sudden. I've never seen a fraction on my on that conversion. That's weird. I'm gonna have to go back and change the software so it doesn't show fractions. But anyway, it's saying right now that the big screen right here is 1100 by 615. It's saying this little guy is 320.33333, whatever it is, by 615. So that's a software bug. I'm gonna go fix that. All right, but anyway, if you click on the JPEGs, notice they change. These handle the GIF files. So these are JPEGs, these are GIFs, or GIFs as they call them. It does not animate them. All right, so we click GIFs, notice they can change over there. So it basically imitates your machine a little bit, okay? They show up here, they show up there. If you want to change, these are the words. Notice this is the static word right here. It says sponsored by whatever. And then it has this call to action. That's where these two pieces are. You click that, you can change what that says, say okay. You click that, you can change what that says, and okay. All right. In this list, I'm sort of bouncing back and forth, but bear with me. In this list, when you change these, if they were there for if it ran for a while, if you click this, it will tell you right here how many times it was shown. Notice this one says it only one time. Well, I've turned this machine on 1 million times, right? It does not check these GIF files. The reason why I never wrote the code for it. I never thought it was going to need it, but it's looking at this guy right here. Okay, so something to know. And when you're marketing this thing on how many times things are going to be shown, that's a really arbitrary number because it's based on a 30-day rotation. So depending on how many ads you have in, it's depending on how many times those ads are going to show. On top of that, they're random. So when I have code in there that I look at that randomness and I say, hey, this ad is not showing as much as that ad. So I try to like crank it up a little bit. And then this ad is showing too many times. So I try to crank it down a little bit. So I'm trying to make them so they show all about the same amount of time in a 30-day window.
Okay.
So your math would be, they're shown every 15 seconds by default, okay? Your math would be however many you have times those 15 seconds. But yet, if you throw a video in, well, guess what? The time for that video takes up some of that time. So it's real haphazard. I try to tell people that range anywhere from 5,000 to 8,000 times. You know, if you stay within like 175 ads or something like in your machine, that'll give you about that much time in an 8-hour window for a whole 30 days. Okay. All right. The other thing I was telling, is your name Kisto? I don't want to say it. Kisto. Okay. I want to say it wrong. I butch up stuff anyway. So there's these things called prefixes that you put on your pictures. Let's say right there, this says damn models 2960. Okay. Well, if you had a underscore and then that word, didn't matter what's afterwards, it would show that you had this many A ads in there. Those letters don't mean much except for if you're selling ads in a fact that you're going to give commission back to your location. I use these little prefixes to say anything with a prefix you're not getting paid for. For instance, I say the N is for nonprofits like churches and different things like that. I never charge them for this stuff. The P for PSAs like missing children, stuff like that. If I want to put an ad in there, I put a P underscore. That means it is going to come up on the screen with a little P, a little red P here, so that the location can count those and say, oh, that's one I'm not getting paid for. I've been doing this for a long time, and the first thing what happens is people look at those ads and say, hey, you got 20 ads in there. I've looked at them. You owe me whatever commission on 20 ads. Well, that allows me to say, hey, anything with a little letter on them, you're not getting paid for it. Those are my like the advertising ads for the system, okay? This is also what you would do for yourself. As a owner of the system, use the A or the V for virtual, whatever you want to use, No, don't use V because V is a video. Don't use V or S, actually. Use A, N, or P for yourself. That way you can put your own ads in for your own business or your own little whatever, Anyway, that's enough of that. The other thing is when you go over here, see where it says software and last update. It checks the software version of what's running on that machine, okay? If it's blue like this, then it's current. I don't even look at that. I sort of use this to say to you guys, hey, all your machines should be running version whatever. And you just look at it and say, oh, okay, that one needs to be updated. If you want to update it, you run that little other icon that's a mini start, and that'll update your machine automatically to the newest version. Okay, which I said don't use unless you want to do it. All right. Right here, it checks every hour and hour to make sure the machine's checking in as a heartbeat almost. It's going to look every hour on hour by default to say, are there any new ads to bring in place, or should I remove some ads or whatever? So every hour, according to this right here, see where it says check for new ads every hour? According to this is when it's going to check in for an update. I made this a variable because some people use my machines at events. So they'll load the machine up and they say, don't check it for 12 hours. That way it doesn't need the internet. Once it loads up, it'll just keep running and running and running, that kind of thing. So I'm going to put it back. All right. Again, I told you also here, if you touch on some of these, over a month of time, you'll see it has how many views, how many days, all that kind of stuff that the thing is looking at. I mean, for that one ad. So this one ad's only been viewed one time because I keep rebooting it. So it's rebooting it. I mean, it's dumping its count. Okay. This thing that says upload and delete, this I turned off for right now because it's for people who are wanting to be private and not use the online version to upload the software. I'll tell you why I have it. You're gonna crack up and laugh. I have a preacher in California who has 6 of these. Well, 3 of them are in strip clubs, and 3 are in his churches. So he did not want the online software to see the images he had in his account that are not quite copacetic, if you know what I'm saying. So I added this. But the thing is, when you upload an ad here, it cannot be seen by the online version, the online uploader or whatever. You have to go here to delete it. It became like a mess. So I just turned that off. I said, look, dude, you're gonna have to just deal with it. You know what I mean? All right. So, but I'll leave it here because it's actually a good thing to make it private. All right. See these little C's right here? In the future, if you click it, I'm gonna make so you can change the color of that text, and click this, and you can change the color of that one. Okay, the foreground and the background. But right now, I haven't wrote the code for that yet, so that's coming. See what else. I'm gonna get to this top part. The top part is the super bad part. But I ain't telling you that right now. All right, let's move over to the right under screen settings. Now, in the future, like really future, these will not be there. See where it has like 1280, 13, whatever, all that kind of stuff. I'm getting rid of that because now you can tune the screen to the system. Because this was a pain in my you-know-what. Because every time I get a new machine, a new screen, a new whatever, it's like, man, this thing don't fit. It's like the resolution ain't right. What the heck with that? I made it so it's variable. So you'll always have this top one. So it'll either be full screen or it'll be split screen. Okay? If I do split screen and update the settings and reset the server, when it sees the reset, you'll see this little blink thing, this little asterisk over here. See, I changed to a exclamation point. That means it got a command to reset itself. So you can literally reset on the fly. All right, so right now it's going to reset itself, and notice if it works. It might not even work while I'm in here like this. I'm actually doing a lot of illegal stuff right here for you guys. So I'm not going to guarantee that it's going to do what it's supposed to do while I'm doing this. Anyway, Oh, because it's already split screen. That's why I ain't doing anything. Let me go to full screen, update it, and reset it. See, it says streaming stop. Sent. That's because this also stops the streaming. I'm going to change that to something else, like server reset or something. All right, so it got the exclamation point. Let's see what it does. I'd be amazed if it doesn't while I got all this stuff happening. Boom, there it went. Look,
Okay.
full screen right now. Full screen. All right, so that sends that data, okay? The other thing is the images just show you, what it represents, okay? Like I said, for this right here, this check for, ads or whatever, whenever you change this kind of stuff, you have to say update the settings, and that'll send these settings to the server, okay? It's real quick. The other thing is I have in here is the ability to stream music through Shoutcast, okay? Let's say here's a scenario. Let's say you have this thing in like a beauty salon or something like that, and they want to play music. Well, normally you have to pay ASCAP $25 or more a month to have free music, right? Well, Shoutcast is free. People make the music, and they make the music off. I make their money. I don't know how they make their money. Okay, I don't know how that works, but you can go to shoutcast.com and you can get any kind of music you want from any country. It's amazing. You put that URL in there, and you can test. Let me see if this works. I don't know if this is a real. Yeah, see that right there? I don't know if y'all can hear that or not. Can y'all?
Mm-mm.
Okay, you can hear. But it's literally playing music right now. You can see by the waveform. Now watch this. Now I can stop it. Notice it doesn't have stream turned on. So if I turn it on with that link and say update settings, in an hour it's going to reset anyway. But I can force the reset by just hitting this. Let's just wait for a minute, and you'll see what happens. I'm showing you all kind of stuff. You won't probably get it, but I have it all in videos and stuff on the website anyway. But this I want to show you directly. All right, so we're waiting for that thing to get its little command. I make this pretty slow because can you imagine millions of these things asking the server questions? It will burn up the network. So I make it pretty slow. All right, look, it found a little exclamation point. Boop. Now it's going to reset itself. And when it does that, that music should come on. See that in the corner? Look at that music playing right there.
Oh.
Yep. So when does this music play? When the ads are showing?
Yeah, it'll be background music. It'll just play background music. The reason why I built this, remember all the software I wrote right here, it was all from real world, from 2005 real world needs. Okay? And let me kill this thing because it's actually making me talk over it. I'm going to update this. I'm also going to go split screen again and update that and reset the server. But what happened was there was a thrift shop. They had already a display that was showing like some music or whatever it is. But my friend or my partner at the time wanted to get hers in, but they didn't want to lose their music. So I added the ability to show the ads while the music plays in the background. And they connected to their whole system, and it plays throughout the store. Here's the cool part about it. If that music's playing and a video comes up, it shuts that music off, plays the video with the sound, and then when the video goes off, it goes back and plays the music again. It knows. Okay, it's smart. All right, let's see here. All right, see, it got the exclamation point right there. It's going to reset itself. It's going to split the screen and also turn that music off. See that? Now it's split screen again, you notice? And the music is off, okay? All right, so we're controlling this live right now. This area right here is just for testing music from the Shoutcast, you like it or not. Now, see this next thing that says set restart time? I don't use it anymore. But what it's for is for normally a system can get itself dirty by what's called garbage collection. It's just garbage files that eat up memory inside a PC. What I do with this is that every midnight or whatever it is, I make the system reboot itself. That cleans it out, it'll wake back up or whatever. Well, it was causing problems. So I disabled it for right now. When I get that fixed, I'll make it so it goes back to that. Okay. You can still reset the engine right here. Now that doesn't reboot the system. This one would have rebooted the system, literally rebooted Windows. Okay. But that's a pretty hard reboot. This will reset the software as if it just checked in to see if it has new ads or not. The reason why this is so good, let's say somebody calls you right now, you have a machine out in the world. They said, look, I got to get my ad out right now. I mean, I need it right now. I can't wait till your next month comes up for new ads. You can say, hey, for $10 more, I can make the ad go in immediately. Well, all you do is just hit the button. You upload the ad, hit a button, and boom, their system's there. It's there immediately. Okay? So that's all I did, to make it so you can add ads or reset the system whenever you get ready. Now, in reality, you upload the ad, an hour from whenever it was going to upload, it's going to change anyway. Okay? But you might be on location and want to add his ad. So that way you can force it, to do it. Now, here comes the really, really cool part. This is the best part for me. Let's say you have all these machines out there and you just now, you're going live at some football game, and you, with your phone, you go live with YouTube, okay? You can produce that URL. There's a URL live you can produce. You can take that URL, stick it up here, and say start. That'll show it in here. But if you say go live, it'll push that live stream out to your billboard, okay? And let me show you. I'm gonna show you it work. So I'm gonna go to YouTube, and you can use any URL. You can use Vimeo, whatever you want, really. But I like YouTube because there's stuff already there. I can just go grab it. So now some stuff, yeah. Now some stuff you can't grab because they've made it so you can't stream it. Like music and videos that are like from the pros, that you can't. Somehow they block me from there. I also rip out the commercials from all YouTube stuff. They don't like that shit. Excuse the French. I like the squirrel thing. So notice it has a commercial on it. Let's see if we can pull it. I can test it by going back to this software, sticking it in here, that URL, and say start. If it works, I know I have access to it. Let's just wait for a second. Sometimes they take a minute to negotiate. Look at that. See that? Now, notice there's no commercial, right?
Yeah.
Watch this.
Okay.
Now watch this. I'm going to say go live. Now, it's only going to go live for the machine I'm connected to. Okay? Go live. See, go live sent to 05, right? Watch this. If I can get back to my other screen. All right? Also looks, okay, so we're still running. I thought it was froze for a minute. Oh, it did. See that minus sign? That minus sign right there means that it tried to negotiate and it had a failure. So it's going to try it again. We'll just keep going for a minute till it negotiates itself. Oh, yeah, there we go. It got a star. So that's a heartbeat. It's a real star. That minus sign said it had a problem. Oh, look, what's happening? Look at that. Notice no commercials. Notice it's in 4K. High def.
Cool.
So you can push video out there and there's no time limit. You can literally push a full video down the pipe. I mean, not to tell you how illegal that could be, but you can literally have a whole city things and you can push videos that are real videos down this thing, real movies if you really wanted to. Okay?
And it goes on there like right away, right?
It goes immediately, like within the 30 seconds. Now, let me go back to here. Notice it's still running back there, right? If I want to stop that video, I just say reset and watch what happens. Oh, let me make so you can see the little thing. All right, all right. You see the star come up? Boom, look at that. No video. And it just turns back to itself.
That's so cool.
Okay? I mean, if people understood how much power this is, literally you have your own network, ABC, NBC, CBS. It's just a matter of how size of your screen, how many networks you got.
Oh, so is that how they do it when they say breaking news and then
You
live?
got it. You got it.
Ah,
Yeah. They break right into their system.
that's cool.
It's a lot more complicated and sophisticated, okay? This is like a poor man's version of that, okay? All right, so anyway, you can test it here, like start, stop, clear. I added this little clear, so you don't have to like delete. You can just hit this clear and it clears out the window. I did it because I'm lazy, okay? So that's how you can test it and whatever. I think that's all we got right here, really. I'm getting ready to add to this part, the ability to use tuner, these little teeny tuners you can like for television. It's got a tuner in it. You can plug it into the USB port. I'll be able to pull the channels and do your regular TV up in here if I really wanted to. Oh, that's another thing I'm working on right now. Let me see. I think that's all here. I think there's some. Oh, okay. Here we go. There's another thing. Let's say you just made an ad, and I'm gonna show you how to make ads in the whole 9 yards. Let's say you have an ad that you want to check to make sure it will work in your machine. You can go here to say File and Trigger Image Test. I call these trigger image tests because my images are not just images. These images can do a lot of different things. If you have an image with a V underscore in the front of it, it's saying that image is really a link to a YouTube video. Okay, I'm gonna show you what it looks like. Trigger test. See these little videos we got here? All these are just JPEGs, right? But notice that JPEG says V underscore and then all these little words underscore 01-36. It's saying that this image represents a video from YouTube that's going to run for 1 minute and 36 seconds. Okay, so what I'm putting programming inside the actual words of the image. Okay, so if I click this, look, it's running a video, but it's really an image. You get it? Now I know your brain's starting to get burnt out, but don't worry about it. It's okay. Okay, I make these little videos that don't need sound. Okay. They're comedies, but they don't need sound. And notice this was about some guy who's asking for directions, but he freezes up. That's on YouTube. Notice there's no commercials. Okay, YouTube hates that. All right, anyway, I can cancel that. All right, so all I'm trying to show you is, go ahead.
I have a question.
Go ahead.
So at the host location, you can play this without audio?
Yes. You don't need audio. I mean, but if you have something that you want to have audio, it has audio built in. So it's up to you. I know this, but 50% of the places don't want audio. That's why I made these videos that you don't require audio to hear it.
Okay.
You understand what I'm saying? Because I put these little videos, I break these up into my real ads because to bring people to look at your video, to your screen, you need to have something in there that engages them. Now remember, this system runs in a random engine, what I call popcorn. The reason why, because over the years I found that if a human sees a pattern, they stop looking at the screen. That's just the way it is.
All of the news?
I have 30 channels you can use. Okay, watch this.
News without audio?
I don't know about that. I mean, you can get links. You can get stream links that have news that don't have audio. And it has like just the words that go across or whatever. It's what do you call
Caption.
it? Caption. Yeah. So let's test another one. Some of these might not be good. I'm gonna see. So let me go to sample ads and live streams. Live streams are a whole different creature because they require 2 files when you upload it to your system. They require the image, like I told you, because that has the coding in the image in the actual name of the image. But when it sees a certain character set, like the prefix, I'm gonna show you. Here's news. Notice that these have an S underscore. S means it's a streaming system that does not stop.
Mm-hmm.
Once you put one of these in, it'll lock onto this stream and never get out unless you reset it. And then it'll still go right back to it unless you remove that ad out of the system. Because when it sees this, it takes over the system. Now, when it sees a VS, that means that you can do the same link, but it's only going to do it for a certain amount of time. So I'm doing like this. I'm going to say run Sky News with the VS for 5 minutes. Even though it's live. I'm going to run it live for 5 minutes randomly throughout the system. Okay? There's another kind of stream set, which is, let me see what that one is. Oh, see, here's all these channels I've already found. Look at this stuff. See, I have VH1. I mean, I have all these different Food Network, all this stuff. You see what I mean? Now, right now, I have them set up so that they go in with a S, meaning that when they go in that channel, they lock. You could very well go VS and then change it so they only show for a certain amount of time. I have all that. I show you how to program all those kind of things on the website. But let's just try one of these. And notice that for each one of these, it has a text for it. The reason why, because these things have really long URLs. So I had to make 2 files. I had to say, okay, I'm going to run this, but I need to go find the file that has this long URL I'm not actually going to stream into the system. Let's just try one as if we did it. Let's see, like Retro TV. I love this one. Oh, shoot. I'm not trying to load it. Hold on. Let's go to, wait, let's see. That's in, let's see. Looking at my hard drive. I have that in sample ads, live streams, and let's pick a channel. All right, so let's pick Buzzer TV. So normally you would upload this and the word and the text that goes with it. But right now I'm gonna go find Buzzer TV and look at the file. See, it carries this long length. I can't put that in a file name. Okay, it's just too big. Plus the characters are wacky. So it like do something weird. So let me go back to this software and test it. Put it in here and say start, and let's see if it works. See, there's Buzzer TV.
Is that live right now?
That's
like
live.
is that what's actually going on
Yes,
on the channel?
That's 100% live.
Oh, okay.
So these things are live. I found the URLs to real TV that's running live. Okay, let me kill that. Let me go check another one. Let's see here. Like, let's say, although they change sometimes. Here's horror TV. Look at this for horror movies, right? American Horror. Let me find the file for it. American Horror. Let me go get it. We can test it in here. Remember this little clear? Boop, clear. Put this in here and test it. Start. And sometimes they change, so sometimes you have to change. Look at this. Now that'll be commercials and the whole 9 yards running. That's because that's the live TV running right now. Okay, that's just running. So some people will run this software like this. They'll run this continuously, and they'll only change this ad.
Oh.
They'll just have this one like flipping back and forth. You see what I'm saying? And they're only charging for this guy. Well, I say that's fine, but I mean, this whole area is like it can hold 1,000 ads. You're really ruining yourself for some money, right? Anyway, let me pause that. Let me stop it. Okay. So all I'm showing is there's like, look, sci-fi stuff, VH1 stuff. I mean, I got all kind of little stuff. And every now and then I go hunt for this stuff. And, some people like sports. Here's a Food Network. Like Food Network. Actually, literally called Food Network. That's funny. Let's see if that works. Sometimes they don't because they change.
Oh.
Clear it, post it, see what happens. See? That's a failure. So it doesn't show anything, so that's no good. Let's see, I think I got another Food Network. Let's see what this is. Cooking for you. Let's see what that one is. Cooking, wait, what was it? Start with a C. Here we go. See, it's a long old deal here. I'm doing a lot of stuff with this computer. Ain't nothing crashed yet. Start. Okay. So there's something going on. It's really smooth. I mean, it's really cool. So you can run streams that you find. So you can find them yourself, and I show you how to create a file for it. So the way that works is you find a stream. All right, let me kill it because it's in my ear making noise. You can find the stream, whatever you might find. As long as it can work in here when you test it, you can create a file to work on your unit. Okay? So remember that anything like these, they require two files. They require the image that says, the image, of it that says what it is, S underscore, and that is really the file name of the text file. Okay, so this one right here says S underscore 2-24 retro TV JPEG, right? Here is the file 2-24 TV.txt. That's just a text file. So you always make two for each, but that name has to equal that same name with the prefix in front of that. Now there's multiple ways to do this, that kind of stuff. And we'll go over that too. So that's just showing you some of the power, okay? All right, so that was that, whatever. So I think we're done with that stuff. Let me kill this. Kill that. Kill that. Kill that. And we can really kill this. Now get out of that software. Let's say you want to get out of this software, okay? You can do this. If you click on those words or click on this screen, if this is not a video, videos sort of take over a little bit. If you click on those little words or press the space bar, it drops you out. That's one way you can run it and get out if you want to do something else, okay? Now, here's how you upload your ads. You go to a website here. While we're here, I'm going to set you guys up because I have you set up, but it's still under my name. Now I have to put it in your name. So see this URL right here? I wonder, can I push an URL to you guys? I ain't going to try it. So if you go to the main website, whichever one's easier for you, if you go to Digital Advertising Media and go to Help right here, if you go to Create Manage Ads, you click that. That URL, that blue link right there is this website. See right here, agency. If you click that, that'll take you to this website. And you might want to do it now. I don't know if you can do it now or not. But if you do, I can register you guys and connect you to your own machines so that you can control them today. Well, Kisto, you can't because your machine's not in the mail yet.
Yes.
But it will be. And you, Sarah, you have 3 sitting in your pocket. All right. So let me put this over here. Can you see this little black thing I'm moving around the screen at all? You can?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm going to move it in this corner. Well, should I be moving in the corner I don't need to be in? All right, I'll put it right here. Once you get to this website, let me see if somebody else is trying to get in here. I don't think so. Other guys didn't show up. Okay. All right, so what am I doing? Oh, once you get to this website, you want to first register yourself and tell me who you are. Because once you register here is where you log in to control your site. So I'm going to log in as myself. And that's my system, the master network. When I click on it, it shows my networks, okay? For each machine, you have 2 of these little folders. Think about it just as just an image gallery. This is an image gallery software. I made this so easy that I have an 85-year-old guy that uses this. I think he died now. I'm sorry to say this, but he had about 6 machines, whatever. He was. I go in and bless his heart. I fix his little ads too. They'd be cockeyed and turned and everything. I'd try to fix them for him. But anyway, inside your own master or your own network, which we call, in your case, Sarah, and yours would be Kiz Media US. That would be yours. You find your little stuff. Matter of fact, I can go to yours first. Let's just look at y'all's. Let me go last. There's Kiz Media right there. If you click on that, you have 2 systems. I mean, you have 2 folders. One folder is the large area of the screen. The other folder is the small area of the same screen. Notice it says System 01, Sponsor 01. Okay? They'll increase by doubles every time you get a new machine. Okay? Some people change the logo, I mean this icon or whatever to represent where it is.
Okay.
Okay, that's what I normally do. If you look, I'll show you somebody. Like I have a guy in Texas.
Canton.
No, he's not in Canton, actually. He's actually in Dallas.
Okay.
Right here. Mini billboard, this guy. If you click on his, notice he has like the sort of the name of the place. He really worked on his. He edited the captions, all kind of stuff. So he has that. He has another place, some barbershop. Here's a hair salon. Notice he puts the image of the location where he uses full screen, so he never uses this area. So all his are just sitting there with nothing in them. Let me see what else he has here. There's Ray's Barbecue. I mean, he's got different places, you know. So he puts what they are. All right.
Okay.
Let me show Sarah hers. Notice on yours, it looked like you're on the 9th page. I put like, I put like a cover on it. And I can't tell who they are because notice they got my name on each one of them right now. So I don't know what they are. So I got to go inside to see. So that's not yours because you only have one machine listed. That's not yours because only one machine listed. There's yours because you have 3 machines. Notice System 01, Sponsor 01. Notice that the icon says this one holds the stuff in this area. That one holds the stuff in this area. You see? So this is one machine. That and this is one machine. This one and this one is one machine. Okay? They don't know about each other. They don't know each other exists. So in that one machine, this side does not know that side exists. So they are totally independent of each other. They work totally solo. Okay? This side can hold up to 50 images. That side can hold up to 1,000.
Okay.
Okay? And it's only relative to my software. I can today change it and say it holds 1 million. But that would be stupid. Because your little box is really holding those ads locally. So the more ads you put in there, it has to save those ads to that little local box. Because I do that in a simple reason. If the internet drops out while your machine is running, it still can run your ads. It won't run the videos because the video is being streamed. So when it sees that there's no internet, it won't try to stream any videos at all. Okay? If you don't want, it's the bottom line is trying not to break itself. Okay? Now you can literally upload a video to the server and it will download a video local. But after a couple of videos, you'll run out of memory in them little things. So you want to stream as much video as you can. All right. So while I have Sarah's system open, let's look at Sarah's system. Once you log in and register, instead of my name being right here, Darnell Smith, it'll be Sarah whatever. It'll be whatever your username is. Okay. There's a couple things you can do. There's a couple things you don't want to do. You'll screw your system up. There's some things you never do here. Never mess with albums. So anything that says album, you never mess with album. Okay. But these are albums. So this is your album for System 1, sponsor side. This is the album for Sponsor 1 or the sponsor side. Same system, different areas. If you want to upload an ad to the system that's represented out in the world, you click on it and you'll see the little ads you got. These are my little samples I put in for you. Then all you got to do is say, move this out of the way, is say add item. Items are the only thing you're worried about. You add an item in here and you can delete an item. To delete one of these ads, you just go down here. See this little down arrow? You drop that and you can say delete photo. Even though that photo could be representative of a video, it's still a photo. You get it?
Yes.
Both of you? Because I don't see your head bobbing. Okay. All right. Remember, I teach college. That's what I do for a living. So I basically look at your head, your eyes. If your eyes don't blink, you ain't getting it. Because what a blink is literally the okay. I got it. I got it. Okay. That's what a blink is. Okay. Remember this when you're dealing with your kids. If you're talking to them, they're like just glary eyed, they ain't getting it. Or if they're blinking like crazy, they don't want to get it. All right. So this icon, let's say we add another image to her little list. So while we're inside of System 01, notice we're inside of Sarah here. We're inside the network of Sarah's network. We're looking inside of System 1. Not Sponsored 1, not System 2, System 1. We can add an item, and you have the ability to browse whatever. There's a lot of power here that I don't use. Like you can browse from a web page, you can browse from a local server, there's applets on your screen, there's all this stuff you can do. But for now, and maybe forever, just do browse your local area, okay? The reason why I say though, let me back up, I'll say it's, but it's bad. If you browse from a page, it literally can pull in images from a webcam and it'll pump them into your system. So, but let's don't do that. All right, so we go here, browse. Instead of my ugly mug, we're going to go look at some other stuff like sample ads. I have all these different ads I've made over the years. Some of them are real and some of them are just stupid stuff, right? So notice that there's even ads I add there. Let's add this one, $50 a month. People like this one for some reason. All right, you can put a caption on it if you wanted to. That's searchable by the internet, but it has nothing to do with your system. That stuff is ignored. But it is searchable by the web. So we say add the item. And right at this point, it's in the system to be used. So from now on, an hour from now, or whenever it was like in its rotation to go check, it's going to look and find this new ad right here. Now notice it's a thumbnail. If you click it once, it becomes a bigger size. I like to use this size to do marketing with. So here is the scenario. And this is how I do all mine. Wherever my billboard is, I place a little a fishbowl. And it says, insert your business card here for a 1-week trial. Okay. And every 2 days, I go back and go dump them and pull those cards out of there. And all I do is take those cards and put them on my printer and scan them in. Clean them up a little bit, whatever. I'm not going to make them an ad. I mean, that's like labor. I'll scan it in, clean it up, and I'll just upload it right here. I scan it, upload it at the right size, and notice that your sizes are listed when you, remember I showed you, like when you press the H key or whatever it is, it shows you what size this ad literally should be to be perfect. So you scan it and create that ad, that size. If you don't, it's going to still take it. It's going to stretch it or pull it to make it fit the screen. So if it's a picture of a female, and I hate to say this, if you to make it small and it stretches it, you're going to make her look fat, and she ain't going to be happy. And she'll be in the screen for everybody to see, so she ain't going to be happy. Guys might not really care, okay? But it could make her have a big old pot belly. You know, that kind of thing. So you want to have your images close to the size, or at least the ratio of that size, to be matching, or you'll squish the people down, or you'll fatten them up, you know, whatever. So anyway, I use this. Once I put those ads in, I take this image, I copy it, then I open up the email, and I use the email that's on that business card. I'll say, just like this, I'll say, you know, to that person who's on the business card, subject, you know, your ad's been loaded or whatever. And I'll write a little thing, say, hey, your ad's been loaded for this week to whatever. Come see your ad, right? So I use it to market with, okay? Then a week later, I'll take that ad and put it in the email and say, hey, your free week's over. Running this ad. Here are your options. We can do a new ad for 30 days, blah, blah, blah. Where's the prices, blah, blah, for a month or whatever. And at that time, we'll use your real ad. Either I can make you one, or you can give me a real one. If you want to make you one, I'll charge you so much. And I go use Fiverr.com and have those guys do it for $6. You get it? If they want a video, I'll have them do that too. Or in your case, if you want a video, say, look, for $100, I'll go down and shoot a little B2B video for you with using my phone or whatever I want to do. You know, the phones are great. Okay. I'll shoot a little video for you, and that's another piece of money you can make. Okay. So you made $100 on that, on creating a video that you can turn off and give to them. But what you want to do with that video is you need to make a YouTube account of your own and upload your videos that you want to use for your system. Okay, because you're the one that needs to host those videos. That way you take that URL and make your little ad with, and you can put it in your system that way. You get it? Okay. If you don't want anybody to see it, you can make the ads unlisted or the video unlisted. You know, so they're not searched or whatever. Or you can take a video from them from their own account. Like let's say it's Coca-Cola. You know, they got tons of ads and videos. You can use one of theirs if they become one of your clients. I have allergies, so my voice is going to be going in and out. Now, look, remember, you click it again, it's going to show you the real ad. So if you click that same ad, that picture again, it becomes the full size that's uploaded. Okay? Whatever it might be. And if you right mouse click and download that, you can literally save that ad from there and move it over to another system. If you click it again, it just goes back. But the thumbnail, if you go back to the actual system itself, it shows you the thumbnail versions of them. You can do other things, like let's say you want to move these ads over to another one. You can't copy them, but you can move them. If you click this and say move photo, watch what happens. Now it shows you all the photos and it shows you your albums you can move them to. Now you won't have access to all these albums. These are all my clients that have billboards all over the United States. Okay. But you'll only see the one you can move it into. So in your case, you're in Sarah. I can open up Sarah. Where the hell is it? I miss it. Why do I see Sarah? Oh, right. What the heck? It's not even it's not in alphabetical order. So you open it up. Notice you have those systems, right? So you can take any one of these and just, like, if I want to move it, like I want to move the frog. Let me turn that off. I'll move the frog and I'll click it into Sarah System 2. Okay. And at the bottom, I'll just say move. We can go see if it worked by going into System 1 first, seeing it's not there, right? Let's go to System 2. And see, there it is. So we can move an ad from different places. Now, the reason why, and I reutilize a lot of software. The reason why this is good is because you can move ads around. Let's say you have 3 systems, which you do, Sarah. Hope that's your real name, by the way.
It is.
Okay, good. All right, so let's say you sell a package and say, look, for this amount of money, I will run your ad through all my machines. For 3 months, I'll run your ad through all my machines, but in order, like in a random. So you can keep for 1 month, you run in the first one. Next month, you can take that same ad and move it to your next one. Next month, you move it to the next one. So you give them, that's just a package. You know what I mean? It's just becomes more labor for you. But some people do that. They'll say, you know, for this amount of money, I'll put you in all my systems, but here to here to here. Because the way I charge for mine is I charge $50 per location. Okay? So do the math. I mean, the math can really crank up. In your 3 machines, at about an average of, let's say you're doing about $2,000 in a machine. You multiply that by 3 machines, you can literally make a lot of money. I have a guy, this guy right here. This guy right here is making over $25,000 a month. Let's see, his name is, where is he at?
How many machines does he have? How many machines?
He has about 19 in working order, like on location.
So he has 19 sponsors?
He has 25 locations.
Okay.
So, but he sponsors his own. He don't even pay for sponsors. He does his, he's gotten so big that he don't want sponsors. He's running his own ads. I'm looking for his stuff right now. It is trying to remember which. Oh, Dale. Here he is. Dale Spicer. He has 6 pages of these damn things. Look right there. 6 pages of billboards stuff. If I go down to 6, he has 25 systems.
Mm.
Okay. And I'm going to tell him to stop doing this. I'm going to kill that. Stop putting systems out. Stop putting ads out in the middle of space. So if we look at look how many, some of these ads he has. Let me see. Let's look at some of his ads. Let's see.
It has like 3,000.
Yeah, look, notice that he started back in 2017. Okay. Let me look for his place.
Does it have them in one city or how many cities?
No, he's just in his own little town. He's only in his own little teeny town that he is cleaning up. He's got one in the DMV.
Oh yeah?
I don't know how he did that. I mean, I don't know how he did that.
That's cool.
Yeah, let me see. Let me look. Oh, here. This is his bar right here. The Sports Zone. So you'll see his ads. You can look at other people. Look, he has 18 pages of ads in there. Notice that he puts in some multiple times. The reason being, they'll show up more times. Okay? That's a little trick. Just put in more time. He put them in 3 times right there. That guy, he must be paying some money for that. Let me go over a little bit further. He's uploaded real videos, so he's going to eat up his own system. He's literally uploaded videos to the system.
Oh.
You really don't want to do that. I did that for him back in the days. Look how many times you put in Clayton, whatever it is. We click on one. They're just, look, those dumb little ugly ads. He's making a fortune off these ads. They're running he has he's a manager of like a Fridays kind of like place, right? His ads, some of his ads suck. He look like horrible. Look, this ugly old ad, right? But I mean, hey, the guy's making money, so I could.
All that matters, huh?
Yeah. Let's see. And I look at these ads sometimes to see what kind of ads they do, like her. I remember when he got this. This account. He made $1,000 in one day from this account.
Nice.
So look, and here's another he's not utilizing. You can also put a QR code right on these ads, and they're clickable from a distance. Right on the ad. Okay. Let me go back to his stuff. So anyway, that's somebody who's he's making a killing actually. He makes
so if we
more.
if we wanted to put a sponsor like on all my 3 systems, I would just add a little album or a little picture icon on all 3 systems, right?
Yeah. Inside, like let's take yours for an example. If you're getting a sponsor, which is the best thing to do because they pay for your stuff, okay? I would go into, I think yours is, which one is yours?
What do you mean by sponsor? What do you mean by sponsors?
I'll tell you what sponsor means. Okay, here, this is the one to read. Now, one of my partners came up with this idea, and it made it blow across the country. That's why it's in 37 states now, I guess now. A sponsored ad, here's the scenario. You find a location you want to be in, right? Let's say you found Joe's Pizza Shop down the corner. You want to put it in. You first make it so that person, that you get that deal. Say, hey, Joe, can I put this thing in? Blah, 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 blah. Oh, here's somebody else. Okay, here we go. Somebody else in the system. All right. What? He's walking around. All right. Well, you're pretty far into it, but I recorded it, so I'll send it to you. So you can pick up on while we're right here. All right.
Right.
Okay. All right. So we're talking about sponsors now. How does a sponsorship work? Here's the scenario. You went to Joe's Pizza, whatever you work a deal without him so you can put a machine up on one of his walls, right? Or in my case, one of these tower things that sit in the floor. Okay. Once you get that locked down, now you go and sell the sponsorship. You go out to like across the street to like the car dealership or whatever it is and say, look, I have a machine. I'm putting in Joe's Pizza Shop. Would you like to be the sponsored ad or advertiser for that system? And they say, okay, what does that mean? Well, that means that you get your ads running on this sponsor side all the time for the whole year. It might be shared with an ad from the actual pizza shop. Okay, in between that, because you can hold 40 ads in here. So it always show his ad. He also gets a few ads inside here. That's up to you how much you give him, okay, of the ads. You also get your ad in the display side of my network. As long as that other billboard is not a competing location. Okay, so if you got one in another card place, you can't have his ad there. Okay, so this is what I give. This is what I tell those people. And I say, and for all that, for a year, it'll cost you umpty scrunch. I'll say it costs $800. Well, they're like, man, that's like nothing. Well, what they did, they just bought your machine.
Yeah.
So that's what I like. So you put a machine in, you make the sponsor pay for your location, for all it takes to make that location. And you continually do that on and on and on. And your sponsors have built your whole entire network for you. They're happy because they got ads in place. Okay. You're happy because you didn't put out a dime. Right? And then when it's over, when their sponsorship is over, you can do it all over again. But this time, the sponsorship money is all yours.
Yep.
Or you can use that sponsorship money to make a whole nother machine. Right?
Okay. So the host location, you're going to be paying them, right?
Well, it depends. Some people don't want. I mean, I work a deal. Sometimes I'll give them 30% cut. Well, I'm really generous. I have this 30, 50, 20 deal. I pay 30% of the profit to the location, like $30. Let's say I sell a $100 thing, I pay $30 to the location. I pay $50 to the person who actually sells the ad. I have these little network guys that go out. They do all myself. I don't do nothing. I take 20% of nothing. I ain't doing nothing. That sounds like a little bit of money, but when you ain't doing nothing, you're making $20 a month off their work. I mean, hey, I'm happy. They're happy because they're getting 50% of their sales. The location's happy because they're getting 30% of what they didn't do. But here's why I paid the location. They keep the monitors turned on. They keep it clean. If something goes wrong, they call me, whatever. If you don't give them nothing, that machine can be running all day, but the monitor might not even turned on. TV might be off.
Okay. So the sponsor section, no other ad goes in there except the sponsor, right?
Yes. That's if you use a sponsor model. When you get like Dale don't give a crap.
So my own business, where do I advertise my business?
You're not the sponsor if you're going to get somebody to sponsor, but I would throw your advertisement in the middle of the mix.
Okay.
Remember, you got 1,000 locations. Man, you could throw a few in there to sprinkle them in there.
Okay.
On top of that, if you look at this part of the system, I don't know if I can get back to my machine or not. Let me see. It's still running probably. I don't know. Oh, it's not running. But anyway, when you have a full screen and your split screen, and you know the little words that are underneath, let me run this software. The little words right here, the sponsor also gets this little area. It's like sponsored by, so-and-so Chevrolet, blah, 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 blah.
I see.
That's a fixed area. That means that system is sponsored by some person outside the system.
Okay.
The scroll, this stuff at the bottom is your call to action. Okay? So you put in there, to get your ad here, call somebody or text some whatever. Because that's moving. That's a moving thing. But that's not locked in stone. You can put up there, put your ad here, call whatever, and have the sponsor floating around through here. Okay? It's up to you. All right, let's go back.
Very clear.
Okay, let's go back to this again. So, remember, to put an ad in here, you click it and say add item, never album. To delete the image, just go underneath of it and hit delete photo. That deletes the ad. Now, when you have those others that have two things in them, you need to delete both of them when you remove it. Okay? It's pretty simple. Once you get this stuff down, it's really, really simple. Okay. All right. I think we got that. Yeah, there's other stuff you can do here. Like, let's say you wanted to, let me click this. Let's say you also had a website that you wanted to show the very same things on the website as on your billboard, right?
Mm.
You could go to this area right here and see this thing that says view slideshow.
Mm-hmm.
It'll create a slideshow for you. And you can take this URL up here and embed that on your website. And you literally will have the same ads in your system as on the website.
Okay.
Okay. The other thing you can do is, let's say you want to automatically feed this stuff to a website. You could go and take the RSS feed for this album right here and use this feed, this link right here. This link would make a feed that your website can suck in like a news feed, which is sucking in your little images, your little ads automatically. Okay. So that's how I made mine go to Facebook, which by the way, I resigned from Facebook this week. I deleted every freaking thing. I'm done with Facebook.
Why?
Because it's eating up a lot of my time that I could be using on this stuff.
Yeah. That's why I don't have social media neither.
Yep. Because if you do the math on all the time you fool around on social media, you could have probably made a new business.
Yes, your time goes flying on that stuff.
Yeah. And plus,
it's
it's always
ridiculous.
this negative stuff just going in my head. I'm like, you know what? Forget it. So anyway, let me see what else you got in here. You can move albums around, different things like that, but it doesn't do anything to the system. As long as you keep them in the system in the right order. I have a lot more stuff than you guys have, but this also is a website. So people are looking at those ads here too. Some people only have this as their website. It's sort of weird. All right. And these links up here just take you back to the website in certain areas, like how to control ads, the desktop control software, which I just showed you here. Is this your real name? Murphy Bros? That's not your real name, is it? East.
Oh, Murfreesboro East?
Yeah.
No, that's
what's your real name?
It's Alonzo. Sorry about that.
You're right. No, you're right. I know it over here. I just deal with a lot of people that I can't remember names at all.
No, you good.
So Alonzo, this is recording. Okay, so I'll give you the link to this recording. All right.
Got you. Yes, sir.
Anyway, I forget what I was going to say. This is the software though that you'll download and install on your local machine that can control all this little stuff that controls each machine, and then the power of transmit. Alonzo knows. I think I sent you a video direct on one of your machines, right?
Yeah, you did.
Yep. Now that video could have been. Let's open up our mind. That thing I sent him in the stream can be anything. It can be a live stream, anything. It could be a video. It could be, if it's on the internet, you can send it. That's basically how it is. Let's say you downloaded a video bootleg and put it on some website, right? Hidden behind the server. You just need the URL to it. You stick it in there, man, and it just starts into this play over on that machine. I mean, you could be like Netflix in the underground, that kind of, really, if you really wanted to. Anyway, that's basically it. Notice that says version 492. You guys don't have that version because that has the temperature crap all in it. Matter of fact, I screwed up Alonzo the other night because I was updating the software with the temperature stuff and sort of forgot that I was uploading it onto the server. He called me back with a broken screen saying, this thing ain't working right. It's because I didn't write that software yet for you guys to use. It was trying to read the serial port. So I had to go back and make some modifications. So 37 states would have said, what the hell is going on here? So anyway, let's see what else. Now, let's go to making an ad. All right, and that will close out that whole deal. So let's go back to the website. Let me go here. If you go under help, the main website, I do have a first time setup, which might be ghetto looking now. I don't know. I'll have to change it up sometime or whatever. And I have custom screen sizing. I went over that earlier with custom screen sizing. So I try to put a video for every single thing. But under creating ads and managing ads, it should show you, that's not where I wanted to go. Under, ad types and controls. Under ad types and controls, it's where I show all the type of ads. Okay? I'll wait for you, Sarah.
It was my thing is charged dying.
Yep, I know how that is. I'll wait.
So add types and control, right?
Yeah, add, it's under the help. Add
Yeah,
types
there.
and controls.
Yeah,
Yep.
there.
I got it.
All right. So here's the most important, well, not most important. All of it's important, okay? But you'll have to refer back to this a lot because there's multiple types of ads. Matter of fact, I will add all kind of things here, and I'll send an email out to you guys whenever there's something new, okay? And I try to make a video for each one. Let's go down here and scroll down. The first thing to remember is in this area right here of the screen, this is called the display area. This is called the sponsor area, okay? In the display area, it always uses lowercase JPEG files. And I said earlier, I told everybody earlier, Alonzo, that I do this specific because I used to be a hacker back in the days until the FBI came knocking at my door. So you don't need to know about that. But anyway, the JPEG, the lower JPEG files don't hold like embedded code in it. Because if I use uppercase, I literally can write a file that literally can take over one of the machines because you can put code inside. JPEG is a minimalist image type, and it cannot hold any data but the image. So you want JPEGs here, and this area uses lowercase GIFs. I use these old types because I don't want nobody to take over my machine. My machine so far is hack proof, but I'm knocking on wood, okay, because you know how that works. Because we don't want your machine to be running inside of the church, and all of a sudden you got nude videos running. You understand what I'm trying to say?
Yeah.
It'll ruin your business real quick. All right, so remember, JPEGs on the side, GIF files on that side. All right, now this is also needs to be updated a little bit, but it says these files are based, these sizes are based on your system resolution set to 1024 by 768. Well, that is not necessarily true anymore. Remember, we can resize our images to whatever we want according to our screen size. So this right here is not relevant anymore. I'm going to go change that. We use the custom sizing stuff. Whatever it says your new custom size is, that's the size it's going to be for this screen and for that screen to make it so it's a perfect match for the resolution. Like I told them earlier today, you don't want to put in a picture that's small and then you put it in, it stretches it and you make the people fat. You know, that kind of stuff. And if it's the ladies, and I'm just talking about ladies, but if the ladies get real upset about that kind of stuff, it's a real touchy subject. Okay? Unless she's anorexic, maybe she might be happy. But anyway, let's look at these different types of tag images, okay? I call them there's trigger images or tag images because I just had to make up some name. Bottom line is there's a prefix added to images. Now, if you don't add any prefix, it's just the image. It don't do nothing. It don't tell a computer that I'm doing something else. You just upload a JPEG with any file name and it'll work perfectly. But if you want to use any of these special features, you need to use a prefix, okay? This U underscore, which no one ever uses, will change how long the picture stays on the screen. Anywhere from 5 seconds to 60 seconds, okay? I don't even mess with this. It defaults to 15 seconds. I don't even mess with that. But it does have that ability. So the format is U underscore however many seconds underscore the regular file name.
Oh, okay.
So it's only going to look at this stuff to see if there's something. Bottom line, the software says, oh, I see a U. Then I need to look at these next two characters for see how long it needs to stay. Okay, that's what the software does. So basically, you're programming within the image file name. Okay. Next one, T underscore. I use T underscore for temporary ads or trial ads. That's how
So
I
that's
know.
like the 7-day trial.
Exactly. And I only do this because if you're paying money to somebody on location, you want them to see that little red T come up. It comes up on the screen. It puts it in the little left corner, a little letter, only for these special characters. It only does it. It don't do some of them. Some of them don't require it because they mean something else. But this little T means that that guy's not going to get paid for that ad. You know, I'm telling you, first thing I'm going to do is count them damn ads and say, oh, I'm getting paid. I'm getting me some money. You know what I mean? You know, that kind of thing. All right. So, and its format is this. T underscore, whatever your file name is. Okay. Next one, W. That's a programming. It doesn't matter what image you put there. This thing will pull up the weather for your location. So a W underscore with any image will pull up the weather. Okay. Let's see what else. See right here, W underscore any file name.
So will the weather just come out like on the bottom, or will it take over like the whole?
It takes over the screen and gives you a 5-day weather forecast.
Oh.
It tries to do it by looking at your IP address that you're connected to.
Oh.
Okay. If it doesn't, then I'm sorry, I can't help you. Because sometimes people route it all weird, and so they don't know where it is. It might give you weather for some other town.
Okay.
All right. R underscore. R underscore actually pulls a news feed from some local news feed thing that I looked at. Let me see if I can see it here. All right. So it pulls some news feed from some place. All right. And it's had some kind of new stuff. I'll work on that later as a better system, but right now that's the way it is. Next. Oh, wait a minute. That's R and any file name. It doesn't matter what it is. Here's where we get real fancy. All right, this is the fancy stuff. Let's say you want to send a YouTube video. Now remember, all YouTube videos won't work because some YouTube videos are what do you call it? Are locked, and I'll show you why that is. Let's just go to YouTube right quick. Wish this is out of my way. Get out of my way here. I can't get this out of my way. Let me go here. Let's go to YouTube. These will not work. I'm trying to tell you. Like I've noticed. Like we go to music. Let's see music. Music. Let's spell it right. These top music, like these top things, like let me see. You can do other music. You can do music that's not like locked. Like I know this girl right here. She's bad. She's badass too, boy. That violin, she is. Ain't nobody better than this lady. All right. So she's a young girl. I know I'm sidetracking, but this you got to watch some of her stuff. It is ridiculous. But let's see somebody. I'm trying to find who's a top singer. Like, give me some top person.
Carrie Underwood.
I can't spell that. How do you spell it?
Carrie.
Carrie. There we go. Top person, right? Carrie Underwood. Let's go look at some of her stuff. And see, and remember, I ripped the commercials out. So let me get rid of the commercial first. Oh, here we go. See this one right here? See, notice it says Vivo. I guarantee you I cannot play one of those.
Okay.
Let me try it and see. All right, let me see. The 11 characters are what we need, really. So right here, before that and sign, that's really the YouTube video right here. So if I get rid of all this crap, really the video is right here. the V watch and that 11 digits or whatever. So if I click it, it's going. All right, see that? The way I can tell if we can make a video ad out of it is go take that URL, go back here and let me kill this. Run your desktop software, stick it in this URL right here, and start it. Nothing. They blocked that bad boy.
Oh.
So let's go back, and now let's find something that's not so professional. Like that girl I was telling you about. This thing's playing over here. Kill this thing. We go back another one. Like, oh, I can't find her no more. Nope, but let's find something that's, see, none of this stuff. This big stuff here, you ain't getting that stuff. But we might be able to get something that's not. Like, let me find something. Like this wrestling thing. Take that, pause it, go back here, move you all out of my way. Hit this little clear button to clear that out because I'm lazy. Press start. Notice how that plays?
Mm-hmm.
So we know that'll work. So let's say we wanted to make a video, an image for that video, right? Pause it. We want these 11 digits.
Okay.
That's the real video, okay? So what I do to make mine is this. See how they got that screen right there? I'll open up some graphic software. Let me go back to video. I'll go and take me a picture right here. I'll use this little software. Say new. I'll take a screenshot of this thing. Copy it. Put it in my little editing software. It's gonna be Word. I mean, this could be what do you call it? Paint or whatever you want. Now notice the resolution is whatever I've captured, right?
Mm-hmm.
But I really want the resolution of my screen. All right, and I don't remember what it is, but I know a secret way of getting it because instead of me running to a software, I know where it holds this data. So I'm going to go find it right quick. So I'm going to go to my hard drive under billboards. There's probably a little thing called settings right there. So I know that's my screen resolution right there. See right there, that's the large, that's the width, and that's the height of the first one. That's the width and the height of the next one.
Oh, okay.
It's in a file called actual screen text. But when you run it, you'll know this by looking at your system.
Okay.
Matter of fact, if I wanted to look at it right here, I would go and say, connect to my server. So I'll say log in, I go master, and go to the machine I know I'm on, which is number 5. Number 5. And say sync list. Oh, lost internet connection. Actually, I'm losing it. At least sync list. Boy, it's like super slow. It should have pulled it in right here. But it didn't, so something else is going on. Let's see. Log in and try it again. Master. And where's my mouse at? Oh. That's the problem. I can't find my freaking mouse. Okay. Number 5, sync it. Some reason I can't connect, so it might be my internet's acting up. But normally when you connect to this, you'll find it'll come up right here with that same information, okay? We're not doing that right now, but I know it's gonna come up with this.
Okay.
So I'm gonna take this right here, go back to my graph, my image. I'm gonna format the dimensions of this thing for real. I'm gonna take it off a percentage and make it actual, and I'm not gonna keep the aspect. I'm gonna say the width is that, and let me go back to that file, and I'm gonna say the height is this. And okay, that'll fix that right there is literally the real size of the picture I need to upload, okay? Now first I need to get my picture right. That'll be my cover image, my image for this video I'm about ready to show. Okay, so now we got our image. The image can be anything because it doesn't show up on the screen anyway, but you need it for your own self. Now I need to save it so that it will pull literally a video. So I'm going to go back to YouTube. I'm going to get these characters, copy those. And I'm going to notice how long this video is. It's 18 minutes and 13 seconds. Now I can make it smaller, but if I really want to do this real video, I want this right there. So here's what we do. We save it like this. We say file, save as. And I'm going to save it in like downloads so I can find it in downloads. All right. I'm going to change it to a JPEG image. Okay. And here's how I save it. V underscore, those 11 digits, underscore, 18 minutes and 00 seconds. Oh, what was it, 13? 13 seconds.
13.
So there's how I saved it. It's a video from YouTube. That video is these characters, underscore 18 minutes and 13 seconds. Let's save it. All right, now I can test it. Go back to this thing and say clear this and say file, trigger image test. Go to my downloads. And there it is right there, right? And open it. And if it works, look at that. Kizito, better wake yourself up.
I'm okay.
See, it's playing, right?
Mm-hmm.
That easy. Now, all I'm saying is, because this part whacks people's heads out, you're literally programming by changing the name of the photograph.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, because those little 11 digits is what makes the video, but you just telling the system it's a video because of the V.
Exactly, but really to the world, it's just the name of an image.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so I'm actually, and I did this because instead of me keep writing code, I can make it so I can write code within the code. You see what I'm saying?
Uh-huh.
So now, guess what? That's a V underscore, right? And I use 2 characters. There's 26 characters in the alphabet. I can make this thing go on and unlimited. I just keep adding new ways to do stuff, right? I can say it was a Z underscore, turn on the lights at somebody's house. I mean, whatever, it might be. Anyway, so that's how I made the video. Let's go back to the website and look. That right there was how to make a video for YouTube. Notice I created an image. I just named it a certain thing. That's the YouTube I wanted to use. So I used those many characters out of it. It's like the 11 characters, minutes, and seconds. Okay, so you got that. Let's move on to the next one. VM stands for Vimeo images. So it's the same thing, except the VM says that this video that we're going to use is a Vimeo one. So it has a different layout. Vimeo images have, this whole thing and then these numbers behind it, right? So it's VM underscore and then those numbers and then underscore the minutes and the seconds. Make sense? You got that?
What is Vimeo?
Vimeo is just it's like YouTube.
Oh, just a different website.
Yep.
Now, question real quick.
Wait a minute, my mother's calling me. Hold on one second. Hey Mom, I'm actually in a class right now. See right here? See the people? Can I call you back? Yeah. You're beautiful. I love you. I look sleepy? No, I got I have allergies, but I got old puffy eyes. You know how that is. I got a beard. Yes, I do. No, I only had a beard for a little while since I moved to Pennsylvania. My mom, well, one second, my mom, I got to talk to Mom.
You good?
My people in the class. That's my mom. That's my mom, people. Right there.
Hi.
Okay. I'll call you back in a little bit. Bye-bye. Love you. I do look rough, don't it? I was working on I was working on the steps outside. I'm all right. I'm okay. All right. Bye.
Oh man, that's good stuff.
Yo, my mom.
Oh yeah, always take care of mom.
I always take care of mom. All right, so Vimeo, if you go to Vimeo.com, you'll see all these videos and stuff. A lot of movies are sitting in Vimeo. Okay. So you literally can pump movies down if you really wanted to, and they're done by, like independent videographers. I mean, you can have real movies on your system. You can set it up such that at every 5 o'clock you'll run some movie or something. I mean, this thing can really be cool. All right, so let's move down. That's how you do Vimeo. Pardon me?
Quick question.
Okay.
The video file quality on Vimeo typically is going to be better than YouTube as far as the picture quality, sound quality.
Well, yeah, because now YouTube does 4K also though, but
okay.
But Vimeo normally it was better always before YouTube handled that. Now the reason why I like using YouTube because it has an auto throttler for bandwidth. Let's say you got a place that don't have really good internet. YouTube will throttle it down until the resolution is almost unbearable, but the system will keep up with it and it'll keep on playing it.
Okay.
You see what I'm saying?
And one more quick question.
Go ahead.
I know I got on here late, guys. I'm so sorry. But with the sticks, can you Bluetooth the audio out of it, or to a Bluetooth speaker?
Yeah.
Okay, because I'm going to a projector, and my projector doesn't have an audio out, and so I was wanting to Bluetooth the sound.
You sure
to
can.
Okay.
Yep, you sure can. I've never had anybody ask that, but I know it does. But it can do it. Because sometimes I'm working on my stuff. My dad's playing wrestling and all that stuff. I don't hear all that crap. I'll Bluetooth to work on it.
Okay.
So he got his gun smoke running, and I'm like getting sick of gun smoke right about now. But anyway, so that's how Vimeo works. Now here comes the super complicated one. If the other stuff wasn't complicated, this one will hurt your head, okay? And it took me a minute to write the software because I write code. But this one hurt me a little bit when I wrote the code too. But here we go. All right, I'm gonna show you. VS. Now remember we have V for YouTube, VM for Vimeo. VS is for who the hell cares. It's for anybody. It's whatever video is out there in the world. As long as you got a URL for it, we can play it because it uses a secondary file. Remember I told you about the secondary file format stuff.
Like the news and live channels?
Yes. So here a VS. Now remember the V's, any of the V's are random videos. When you throw those in, they're gonna play they'll play after every 5 static images. So let's say you have 20, 30 ads in there. It's going to randomly pick out of the 30 ads and play them 5 times. When that 5 time is over, it's going to randomly pick from one of these V files and play one of those in between, and then go to the 5 statics again. So it goes 5 statics, random video, 5 statics, random video, 5 statics, random video. Okay, does it make sense?
Yes.
If there's no videos, it'll just keep going. It won't look for it. But if there's only one video, you're gonna see that same video 5 different times. You probably want to put more videos. All right. Okay. And you never want to have just one of anything in the system. So you don't ever want to have just one video. You want to have at least 2 because it tries to say, if I played that before, I don't want to play that again. Like if it comes right up behind itself. So you want to have at least, I have a rule of thumb of at least 3 of anything. All right. Now, let's go to this bad boy, this VS. To make a VS file, of course, you need an image like you did before because you got to save a JPEG of what you want to do, okay? In this case, though, that VS is going to be underscore the name of the text file that you need to create to go with it. So this case is going to be VS underscore file name 001. But inside of file name 001, you're going to put in that long URL of what that is.
No.
Just one long line, boom. So you have to upload both of these. You have to upload this image file along with that text file. Okay? Remember, a text file has to be with the image file, and it's v underscore whatever the name of that file is, and then underscore how many minutes, how many seconds it plays for. This is a great thing to do news with if you find it. But I made one for you like that. All right, so that's that one. I'm not going to make it, but that's how that works. Here are the ones that are super complicated. I thought that was super complicated. I forgot these are more complicated. H videos. These are programmed for a certain time of month, day, and year, for how long it plays, AM, PM, YouTube, and for how long it plays. So it goes, so take some image. Let's say you want to play that YouTube video. You make some image and you say it's an H trigger. And I forget why I used H, but you need the month, day, and the year, the hour, minute, and the day, and to make it AM, PM. That tells when that video is going to run one time in a day, and one time in a year, or whatever, just one time. There's the YouTube 11 digits, and for how long it plays for. And guess what? It can be in hours, minutes, and seconds. 99 hours, 99 minutes, and 99 seconds. All right, so that's that one. If you want to play that same video the same time of the day, remove the month, year, and day and make it just all zeros. So that means that that video will play at 1:30 p.m. every day for 2 minutes and 18 seconds.
Cool.
All right, next, the L videos.
Live stream.
L videos are live streams. And it works the same way somewhat, except for it'll do a live stream on a certain day for however many long, because it requires also a file name to go with it. Because remember, live streams are real long. So this is a way to do a long stream name, but only for a certain amount of time on a certain day.
Okay.
It works the same way. If you don't put this day or hour, it'll come up for that time every day. Okay. S videos. S videos are to take over your computer. S videos are if you want to run TV all the time and you're just going to be playing with the right side. So if you make an S video and that file name being that stream, that means when it sees it, it's going to take over and never stop. It'll never become a billboard system after that, except for the sponsor side. All right. I know I'm boring you, mister. All right. End videos. They don't do anything except for pull up and make that letter N show up on the screen. So you'll see it running and it'll put up a little red N. The same with P's. And the same way with, I think, T's and whatever. I didn't put them in here, but they're the same. Okay, so these are the only control ones right here are these ones up top. Okay? So that's all there is to those videos. I mean, that's all the formats that I use at the moment.
And all of this information is under the create ad and then the help.
Right here, under help, under ad types.
Oh,
That's the ad types.
Oh, okay.
Under create and manage, it's just a video on showing you how to go to that website and how to upload ads and delete ads and all that kind of stuff.
Oh, okay, yeah, that's right.
All right, let's see. Here's desktop control software. If you click that, it shows you about, there's a video about how to use the system, okay? But there's also, I wrote it out, different things like this, okay? Sort of shows you specifically what the stuff means. So if you sort of get confused. What else? Updating your software. I talk about use that icon to update the software with. You'll see it right here. See, mini billboard start. That'll update the software. And there's also one for this one too. So for the ones with the binoculars, if you run the mini billboard stuff for it, it'll also update that software. Let's see what else it is here. First time stuff, the custom screen sizing. I talk about using the letters. See the plus, you can stretch it right, left, up and down. That stretches the screen. H can bring the H will bring up the little code that you can read. S is for saving. Okay. There's not a lot to it, even though it sounds like a lot. All right. Any questions? Or did I wipe y'all out?
No.
What's that?
I said my 4 machines.
Oh, you did? Okay. Yours is really literally right there, running right there.
Please. I can't wait to have
it. I've ran that machine for days, actually.
Okay.
And that machine is actually updated to the version that will run the serial port or the temperature. All the machines I do from this point forward will be updated to be able to run the serial port software, even though you might have the older software in it.
Okay.
Okay. What I found out by accident was that the Windows doesn't come with the serial port control by default. That's what broke your machine, Lonzo, actually. So for some reason that they don't come with it. Anything else?
Yeah. So the thing that you sent me, those little things, we stick those on the TV of the sponsor, and they have to stay there?
Yes.
Okay, so we don't have to worry about somebody just taking it out and trying to.
Well, I mean, you do have to worry about that, but I mean, most it's so tiny that people don't know what it is because it goes behind the TV.
Okay.
You see what I'm saying? What I normally do, you can go to like the dollar store, Dollar Tree. They sell for $1 a little pack. Actually, it's either, I think Dollar Tree sells them. It's a little pack, and it takes a little battery. It's a like a window thing where you have like a magnet on one side and the little receiver. It's like a little alarm. Sometimes I put those on the machine and stick the little magnet on my little ad server and put that little alarm there. So if anybody tries to move it, the alarm goes off.
Oh, really? It works?
It has a little battery in it. Yeah, it'll be like that forever.
Oh, okay.
As long as it's like for a window. Like if a window opens up and the alarm go off. But they're only $1. So if somebody literally tries to grab it, the alarm go off, and everybody's, hey, what are you doing over there? You know, something.
Oh, okay.
But
okay.
Yeah, they're at the dollar store.
So should we get our own router?
Yeah.
Okay.
No. I don't put it on a router. I guess you put it on a router too, but I put it on the little ad server.
No, you said we should have every TV should have its own router for internet.
Well, me personally, I would. Okay, because I would only do it if you start to have problems. You know.
How about hardwiring? You use Cat5 to hardwire the equipment?
You can't hardwire those. The only way you would do it would be to make a router where you hardwire the router so that it always keeps the same username and password for Wi-Fi. But I have another version of these things that I just made a deal with that looks like that with a little antenna and all that stuff on it, but it has an actual network connector in the back of it.
No, all my screens are hardwired.
Oh yeah, yours you're fine, but hers she doesn't. Yours you're fine. Yours is hardwired. You don't have to worry about it.
Okay.
Your systems have an overkill. You have a full, even though they're all full computers, yours is pretty big. I mean, you probably have a whole lot more memory too than the others.
Okay.
But yeah, you can hardwire it. Anything else?
My logo, I will try sending it again to you.
Okay.
I love that logo. It's very beautiful.
Okay.
Thank you for your help.
Yep, no problem. How about you, Sarah? Anything?
Yes. So whenever we want to work on this, we just have to go to this link. We don't have to get like an app on our laptops or computers or anything. It's just the link.
Yep, that's all you need.
Okay.
Now, while you're here, though, I need you guys to go to that area and register, and then send me an email saying who you are and what your username is. Then I'll tie those systems to you, and then from then on, you can actually control them. You literally will be able to run your system.
Okay.
All right.
Please send me the video of the training too. Video. I need the video of the training.
Oh yeah. Once that does its thing, then I'll put it to YouTube or something, and I'll send you a link.
So if you go to the website, sign up. Is it sign up? Sign up, right?
Yeah, if you go under help and under creating and manage ads, that blue big bar link right there is where you go and register. I would have did it for you guys on yourself, but I've found that people don't remember stuff that I add too for them. They need to do their own stuff.
Help, and where again? Help.
It's under help and under create and manage ads.
Okay.
There's a big link right there, and then you just click it, and once you get
so
there,
that takes you to WordPress, right?
No, it doesn't.
Okay.
That's a whole different kind of website.
So
that's where you register, and that's where you'll be going everywhere to control your ads.
Okay. Ads. Okay.
That's the damn ad manager.
Okay. So click on the blue.
Yep, click on that blue button.
Okay.
And it takes you to that website. And all you have to do is register to it. And then text me or whatever. You guys all got my phone. Text me whatever your username and who you are, because I don't know who you are. And then I'll, or email to however way you want to do it. And I'll go in and tie those machines to your name.
So if you click to start your own digital signage.
You ain't listening to me, dude.
Huh?
You're not listening. I said, go to that website and register.
That's what I'm saying. I'm there now. I'm there.
Did you register?
Okay. I'll sign. Okay, no problem. Thank you.
See? See, you were sleeping.
I found it there.
Okay. All right. Anything,
you.
Sarah, how about you? Alonzo, you?
I'm good. I'm looking for that video.
So all right. Well, as soon as it gets done, I'll send it up there.
Perfect.
Okay.
Okay.
That's it. All right. Then.
Bye. Thank you.
Yep. I'm gonna go call my mom now.
Appreciate it. Thank you.
All right.
Bye.
Yep. Bye-bye.